I know you are waiting for this. Guys, this is Weekend Agriculture. Today we are going to our final episode of how to manage amaranth spacing. Last video we discussed how to thin up and how to remove full plant to manage their spacing. Then in this video I mentioned as a demonstration I do one step and we have another plant full plant removing there. Now I have already done that. Now we have to do cutting and cutting to long and continue harvesting. Today I will demonstrate how to do cuttings and get harvest using cuttings and how to keep it long time. Shall we go to the video? Previous video I have mentioned what happened if we keep amaranth plant long time without do pruning. If if we don't prune amaranth plant, it will become a reproductive stage. After reproductive stage, plant stop their growth and they produce seeds. After produce seeds, plant will die. What we want to do this discontinued harvesting, we don't let to the plant become their reproductive stage. We are keep it always vegetative stage using pruning and using high nitrogen content fertilizer. That's the principle behind this. And in here today I have I have keep some plant without uprooting, and this plant have started their flowering. You can see how the amaranth plant inflorescence come out and their morphological characters. And I did several things for this beds to show you, and this is I didn't use any nitrogen content fertilizer since 1 month. What happened? You can see leaves getting yellow color. So what we want to do, we should prune and immediately we won't apply some high nitrogen content liquid fertilizer or any granular fertilizer. As a granular fertilizer we can use urea, calcium nitrate like thing. And here previously I mentioned I let some plant without uprooting, the second uprooting stage, and you can see the overgrowth plant become their flowering and flowering season, which means this plant already have come their reproductive stage. You can see nicely their inflorescence. Okay, I will show. This is the plant inflorescence. After flowering, this inflorescence will produce seeds, lot of seeds, one plant produce, and this is the thing we should prevent. Now you can see our space management already have done. Now there is a good space about between plant by plant. Previously video I mentioned we can just only make the gap between rows. We can't manage the space between plants by plants in direct seeding steps. So therefore we did 2 time full plant removal. When we search the plant base, you can see there are 2 live buds from the plant base. What you need to do in first harvesting, you should keep first two buds and cut the plant like this. In here there are two live buds and cut the plant like this. Here there are two live buds and cut the plant like this. Here keep the plants and also now you can see there are some small plants here. We can let it as it is to grow too much, and we can after remove as a harvest. So in this stage now I'm not going to remove this plant because we can get some harvest if we keep it as it is. And here there are two live buds, cut here. There are two live buds, cut here. Two live buds, cut here. And here are the nice one. You can see there are 1 2 3, is this, yeah, that is another branches. There are 4 branches. What you want to do, like this kind of plant, you should cut base without any live bud in main stem. After that these 4 main branches will grow nicely, and in the second harvest you should remove the branches which have lower growth rate and remain the branch which have high growth rate. In this one there's a 2 live bud, you should cut like that. In here there is 2 live bud, you should cut here. In here there is 2 live bud, you should cut here. When you do harvesting you can see some kind of weed plant, you should remove that. This is the plant which I keep to show you flowering. Now I want to remove this plant. There's a 2 live bud from here, so you need cut like that. Okay, now you can see we have cut our all amaranth plantation like this, and if you look closely you can see the stems which remain in live 2 buds. This will continue the plantation long time. What happen in the next time, this live 2 buds will produce 2 branches. After produce branches it will become our harvesting stage, and the harvesting stage, keep remind, you should cut the branches leaving only 1 bud. In the first harvesting you leave 2 live buds, but from the second harvesting you should keep 1 live bud. And then another important thing, there are small plants which have low growth rate. What happened now? Now they have more than enough resources because now they can get more light penetration and they will grow rapidly. This is the harvest which I have taken, only 1 square meters. That's why I always tell happiness is harvesting crop from your own backyard. And there are several management practices after harvesting in amaranth plantation you should do. First one is, you can see there are a lot of weeds here. First one is, you should remove that all weed plants. And the another thing is, you should apply some water. Uh, as my experience, the the most important way is you should apply water before harvesting. Uh, the before harvesting, uh, that is helpful to prevent their stress damage. And after that, you should apply high nitrogen content fertilizer like urea, calcium nitrate, and there are several liquid fertilizer you can apply this plantation. Also, what are the organic fertilizer that can be used for that? We can add cow dung and poultry manure as our organic fertilizer. Keep remember, if you add cow dung and cow dung and also the cattle manure, definitely weeds will come your plantation, and you should do weeding. Keep remind that if you use cow dung, your plant your leaf vegetable plantation, because leaf vegetable plantation, weeds is weed is very important thing. Weed management is compulsory in leaf vegetable cultivation. Another important things, most guys ask why amaranth plant become their reproductive stage early. That's the main thing is, you should manage the plant nitrogen content properly. Most guys, what they are doing, they are using local vegetable fertilizer, I mean chemical fertilizer, for this plant. What happen, this plant have lot of potassium. Potassium induce the flowering. After inducing flowering, this amaranth plant give up their vegetative growth, and they are starting their reproductive stage. So keep this in mind, you should never use potassium for amaranth cultivation. That is very important. And if you still don't subscribe our channel, please subscribe and click the bell icon for more information. Thanks for watching.